Okay, I'm doing a blog for today. Yep, I'm not doing a story. Sorry. I got back from my trip, and so I am finally home. So this blog is called Finally Home. Yes, I am finally home to my wonderful space in Willits. Getting here was an adventure unto itself with the atmospheric rivers hitting the west coast. I left on Wednesday the 8th and had to travel between the rain, wind, and snow windows over 3 days to get home. Thank God for my husband, I call him the Shiva Travel Service, for watching the windows and challenging weather on windy.com and guiding me through the maze of weather. I went from Spokane towards the Tri-Cities in Washington, through the gorge, into Portland, and down to Cottage Grove on the first day. Once I got to the gorge, it was raining and trying to snow, but at least the snow part was not sticking on the road at that time, but it was difficult driving with the constant rain. Got to Cottage Grove, stayed at the Best Western Hotel there, and really slept after weeks of sketchy sleeping. From there, I had to get to the coast as the high altitude areas were socked in with horrific snow. After watching the news, I am grateful that I did not attempt to go that way. This way was going to take me 3 days instead of 2, but it was better than dying. Then I drove down Highway 38 along the Umpqua River. What a fabulous, beautiful highway. I recommend it highly if anyone has not done that route. There is a beautiful wide river and wonderful river banks dotted with 100-year-old and new farmhouses, old trees, and cattle. Then I continued down the road from Reedsport to Coos Bay, then down to Brandon. Got there from there to Port Orford, a lovely coastal town in the middle of nowhere, and discovered a fabulous restaurant called Redfish. I highly recommend it as there are only 2 in the area. I took pictures there of the gale force winds from the atmospheric river hitting full force and knowing that I had an hour and a half to kill till the winds died down and the rain stopped wanting to strip the paint off my car. Made it to Crescent City, California that night and slept in the hotel that I took my llama friends from Bhutan to many years ago, right along the coast. The wind was so strong it was whistling through the glass, but I love a storm and the blustery puffs of wind coming through. Finally, I made it home to Willits, where my husband met me, and we did shopping, as he had been stuck up to his hips in snow at our house at the top of the ridge for a week. Once the in-town chores were done, we got to our dirt road and then had to put the chains on the car to get up the road and to our house. The road was so narrow with snow that if you met another car, someone had to back up. We unfortunately met the FedEx truck, and we had to take out our shovels and dig a path over so we could just pass. Nothing like being prepared. Once in the house, we have a pretty good hill. So on the flat part, I walked up the snowy driveway and opened the gate, and my husband drove the car up the meadow and parked it there, then came back down to the four-wheel drive van and gunned it up the hill with the chains. We made it, safe and sound, and I got to be in my hot tub last night and my own bed. Ugh, it was heaven. I will tell everyone my grand adventure in Spokane later, as it is quite a story, but suffice it to say that my mother's mental health at 86 declined sharply from dementia, and I had to dismantle her whole world in 6 weeks. I had to sell the house, I sent over 40 boxes to friends and family, and move her to assisted living while cleaning and fixing the house and unpacking a woman who could not remember anything from one moment to the next. It was an enormous task, and I am grateful to be complete with it and that she is safe and sound. I am sure it will take me weeks to recover, but I am home and tucked into my abode and grateful for my life where I could work from anywhere. Thank you to everyone who was graciously able to change appointments as I tried to navigate a mother who was very confused and lost. Namaste.